So I'm going to jump into the lineage real estate that we have built. So here you can see the data is flowing from Postgres to Snowflake by Fivetran, and then there's some DBT transformation happening and finally landing into a Snowflake view, right? And so for today's magic trick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this customer name as PII because I know it has some PII data, and apply a masking policy inside Snowflake. So before doing that, let's see how the data looks like today. So I'm just going to go to a table. In a click in Atlan, you can easily see the sample of your data. So let's see the sample. I can see it's storing some customer names, which shouldn't be visible to everyone. So what I'll do is I'll just mark it as PII at the transactional store level, so that after that, what Atlan will do is it'll automatically detect that it has some downstream lineage, and it'll automatically mark all those downstream lineage assets as PII. So let's go here, and you can see there's a suggestion popping up. We'll talk a little bit more about it, but this seems relevant. I'll mark this as PII. Now, behind the scenes, what will start happening is Atlan will take this journey and start tagging all the downstream assets as PII. So it'll tag this in this Snowflake table, the Snowflake view, and the final Snowflake view that we're going to use. So while that happens, I'll just quickly show for the technical folks who are present here how the event looks like, which you get and you consume in Drive use cases. So you can see this, the whole payload. You can see the operation type is classification add. You can see what exactly changed. And to increase the developer experience, what we also do is we send you the full asset JSON so that you don't have to make another API call to just fetch the asset, and you can just utilize this event. Awesome. Let's go back to lineage. Let's see if the propagation actually worked. So now what I'll do is I'll just check out this column real quick, and you can see the PII just showed up here, and it also tells you where it's propagating from. So it says propagated from name. Now let's check out, did the masking actually got applied? So I'll again hit the sample, and let's see. Here you go. So you don't get to see the customer names. And so I'll tell you behind the scenes what we did. We consumed the event that I showed you here, and using that, we made a API call to Snowflake and applied masking on it. So if I go to Snowflake, currently I can see there are customer names. And if I just run this query again, you'll see the customer names are also masked in Snowflake, which is great because now if someone uses this in, let's say, Jupyter Notebook or a BI dashboard, they won't get to see the customer names. So this was one of the use cases that we wanted to show you today.